What's going on, guys? It's Flaws, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to effectively bait in Counter-Strike. It's something that's really frowned upon in lower ranks, but as you get to higher ranks it's just kind of understood that's like something that goes on while you're playing Counter-Strike. You should be baiting the lower HP person in most situations. So if you're 100 HP, your teammate's 1 HP, and then it's a 2v2 or something, they should be going in first for the most part. Obviously it depends on like util, if they're using an op, stuff like that. But for the most part, just kind of keep that as like a general base. As a baiter, it's really helpful for your team not to get angry at you if you're throwing all the nades and then you're going and baiting your team. Don't be someone who just kind of every single round's like almost following someone like right behind them, like all right, and then you just completely stand still. Like someone needs to bait someone. That's just kind of how it works. Not 5 people aren't going to line up here and all run in at the same time and just hit heads. Like that's just not how Counter-Strike works. You're just gonna need someone that's gonna entry, someone that's gonna bait, someone that's gonna support, and so on and so forth. So first person entries in. The whole goal of the person that's entering is to get as much space on the map and on the site as they can without dying, or if they do die, that it can be traded and someone understands the position right after. So first person comes here, they start getting shot by someone E-box, they don't die but they're still low HP. It's worth it for them to keep pushing through all the way to like here. Once you get deep in sight, then you can maybe smoke, you can just hold the new off angle. If they do die, the person behind them, this should be smoked, this should be smoked, maybe you have a molly backside. This person sees that, oh okay, that guy just got shot from E-box, and just swing right here and trade this, because the person that's E-box has to track the first entry running in, so they have to track them with their mouse. As they're tracking them, they're spraying, they have to reset their spray, come back to the person right after who should be swinging, and try to take them out as well. It puts them at a disadvantage for that second kill, and this person should just swing out already knowing that this person's shooting from here, and you have that free trade. Same thing for like backside. If the first person entering right here dies to someone backside, the second person can just swing right here, trade that out. If they don't peek, the person can just keep walking up. Maybe you have someone that mollies it out from like deeper back on your team while you're holding this as you're running up. They have to get forced out, or you swing on them right here and get that free kill. If they do end up getting those 2 kills, you know, it's not the biggest deal. That's going to happen in Counter-Strike. That's just a good play by this person getting good headshots. But in most situations, they shouldn't be able to get 2 kills if you're effectively trading. If you do have someone that's, you know, popping off in the game and they're getting 2Ks, 3Ks, just maybe start to like utilize your utility a little bit more, like have someone support a little bit better. When you're being the person that's baiting the first person going in the entry, make sure you're using your utility as well, like before you hit the site, because you're basically effectively a second entry, even though people will like not see it as that. You don't really want to be the person that's like in the back of the fight, you haven't even hit the site, and someone that's just like back here, like, oh okay, like yeah, I don't see anyone that swung out, I guess we lost the round, because there's no reason for me to really hold this when we haven't even taken the site yet. I might as well like push up with my team, even if I'm like the 4th or 5th person hitting the site. I might as well get in here once we take the site, then I can back off, see if anyone's flanking, see if anyone's pushed up here, and then play for like an after plant position. But before the bomb's planted, there's no like real reason for you to sit too far back. I think that's where people kind of get mad and like, oh, like we lost the round, maybe that one person coming with us could have been helpful. So on CT side, it's a little different. If you're retaking a site, there's a good chance that the person on site died. So it's probably like a 2vx situation if you're playing with a teammate and you're baiting. What you want to do there is the first person running in needs to like understand that they should either use your utility or you should use your utility as the person baiting to like smoke off common positions that are hard to clear out from like retake perspective. So if someone's swinging out here as the first person entering back into the site or retaking, they should be clearing out as many angles as possible, trying to win that fight. But if they don't win the fight, they're basically like a sentry that just walks around and understands where every single person on the T side is set up, so that the second person can use that information. If they cleared out all this backside, temple, E-box, my teammates already ran up there, I have no reason to swing out and try to like clear these angles like as I'm retaking with them. So that first person entering, they do a huge part in like getting your understanding of how are we going to retake this site. If they get all the way back here and they die to someone E-box, I know I can take a fight maybe here, try to catch someone off so that they can't have a crossfire later on in the round. So I swing out here, get that kill. Then I know the second person's E-box. I can then peek either side, use my utility. Then I can decide how I want to play the round. It's a lot better than if we both just swing out like this. Okay, yeah, they can try to retake a site. It's a lot more sloppy if you do it that way, where you're not really like having a set person to clear out and get the information. So kind of like understand that too. Like it's not just about, hey, like you baited me that round, we were retaking. No, it's we both are playing to win the round. No one's playing to like lose the round. It's just like you kind of have to decide who's the first person in to kind of do that tough work and work back into the site. Going back towards like the A site here, this one's a little bit more interesting because to be a baiter on this site, it could mean that you're watching flank. It could mean that you're holding heaven and you're not pushing in with your team. Just as your team hits the site, you have to kind of like watch the kill feed, see who's dying, see what your role is going to be like in split-second timing of hitting the site. Like if you have 2 people die as you're hitting the site and you have no kills, there's a really good chance that you should just be swinging right after that and trying to trade those kills out. If you have your team who gets the first pick, you get the bomb planted and you see like, oh, someone's already pushed up heaven, we have someone already at camera or whatever that spot is right there. Okay, I think then I can like start baiting my team and just kind of fall back, hold the flank, kind of just hold a flash for my team if I need it. There's like a fine line between baiting and supporting. I think the biggest difference is just having that utility and actually using it for your team and calling out, hey, I'm gonna flash this area, hey, I'm gonna smoke this area, okay, I'm gonna molly, like, I don't know, molly heaven or something later in the round. I'm gonna be making a video on every single map and like just one execute that one person can throw for the entire team in the future. But I think just understanding like util sets is a huge part of not baiting, or I guess you are baiting in a sense, but it's not in the way that like people use it in like a negative way. But I hope this helped you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be making more videos like this. I'll see you in the next one. Later.